Hey guys, Covex here, and it's been a while, so I figured, I might as well put out a cheap, fun game that I actually enjoyed playing, which is Dead Pixel. Now, Dead Pixel, the 8-bit zombie sim, is a $2.99 game which is available on Steam, and there are 3 different types of gameplays that you can do. Dead Pixel, which is the original, the Solution, which takes place after the original gameplay, and then Last Stand, which is a survival wave-based game such as Horde mode in Gears of War. So now I'm just messing around with the settings, seeing which one I actually want, seeing what hardest actually is, and I figured, what the hell, let's go with hard. Okay, so July 15, 1983 in New Hexington, New York. A toxic waste spill in the chemical plant finds its way into the water supply. 3 days later, the recently deceased rise from their graves. Those they kill also return from the dead. Within a week, only 5% of the people can be considered alive. The army was sent in to clean up the city, but were forced to fall back. The city was put under quarantine until a solution could be found, aka Part 2. A group of survivors on the other side of the city have a way out. It's time to leave the city. Using a map, you have found the quickest way to the survivors. But first, you'll have to fight your way through the horde. Dead Pixel. Okay, so let's actually jump into this. Now, this is pre-recorded, so I'm doing the voiceover. It's not actually me playing the game right now. But, so I go through the very first part of this game, the very first street that you actually have to go through, and just show off a little bit of what's going on. Now, you'll notice I do a lot of melee in this game. That's mainly because I find the melee is crazy OP, and it's actually the first thing I always level up in this game. Melee and the run speed are by far the most important things to have, because if you can outrun the zombies, you're not going to die, and if you melee them, you're going to push them back. Now, there is an inventory system and a trading system in the game. Now, I skip right here over to the trading system, which I don't really go through too in depth with. It's pretty much, I know what's valuable, I know what I need to sell, I sell it all. And that's how I make all my money. Throwing weapons, I don't use grenades, so I sell them. And I only keep one weapon for about the first 10 to 15 streets that I run through. Mainly because that saves like your load space, because as you can see, you have ammo, your load, your health, your money, and that saves space so you can carry more. Now, as you can see, the first thing I max out is my melee, and I was doing other stuff too, and that's just how I do the game. Now, with all the money that I actually save up, I can go in there, buy ammo, buy, med packs, and stock up on everything. So, done with that, now let's just jump back to the game. So, where it says free stuff in the green arrows, those are actually your trade posts, so if you have anything to sell, you just look for those and you can go in them. Now, anything with the red X on them is supposed to be either searched through already and there's nothing in them. So if you find a door or a garage or something that doesn't have one of those on them, go up to it and you can actually go in it, and it'll pop up items that were actually inside that building that you can grab to either use or sell. Now, there was a wanted feature with the traders, which means that if you have an item that they want, then they'll pay you big bucks for it. So if toilet paper normally goes for like $60 or $80, they'll triple it or whatever to make it around like $400, maybe even higher sometimes. So I pretty much am just meleeing everything, and as you can see, at level 1 melee, it's still pretty crazy how OP the melee is in the game. I ended up getting bored and just shooting a couple of times just because. So if you can imagine how that is at, the max level when you're doing 25 points a hit and crits up to, I believe, like 60 or 80 a crit, yeah, you're going to be one-shotting stuff, and you're not going to be using any bullets. So that's actually good on both parts, because you're going to take stuff out really quick, and you're going to save on ammunition. Okay, so going to the style and feel of this game. The style of the game is such it just reminds you of like you're watching something like a grindhouse movie, and that's actually pretty cool with how grainy the video quality looks. That it's not just because of recording or this and that. That's because it's part of the game. They made it look grainy. They wanted it to have, you know, the music and the goriness, and I think that's what they were going for, was like a grindhouse. I think they watched something and was like, you know what, I bet you we can make a 2D zombie shooter game that's kind of like that. And I think that's what they did, and it seems to work really cool. Just imagine if they actually put this out on the NES back in the 80s. Like, this game would have got banned really fast, but it probably would have been one of the best games out at the time. And it's really cool. Even though there's Assassin's Creed and Far Cry's and, you know, Borderlands, stuff like this actually makes me play it a lot more than those games, because I expect those games to be good. But hold on, I gotta take a little bit of a break.
It's refreshment time, folks. Time out for a delicious snack in our sparkling refreshment building. Every item a fresh, appetizing taste treat.
We've a large assortment of freshly made sandwiches. How about a pizza? None better anywhere.
It's hard to resist the tantalizing aroma and taste appeal of a sizzling hot dog. The nice part of it is, there's one waiting for you right now at the refreshment stand.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So, as you can see, there is a unique, fun aspect to what they're doing. That's why I say it's very grindhouse feel of a game. Come on, really? You're playing through a game and then an intermission saying go to the snack bar is in there? That's pretty fucking hilarious. Now, I actually change to a chainsaw for a little bit before I go in there for about half an hour and fuck around with inventory and come back out with a flamethrower. So I'm gonna finish off the rest of this video just with my flamethrower. Now I am on, I believe, the last street coming up. These new zombies are pretty tough unless you know how to deal with them, and pretty much to deal with them you just melee attack them until they die, or melee attack them and then shoot them a couple times to kind of stun them. Because if not, they just keep running at you, and they hit hard. I believe they hit for like 50 a hit out of your health pool. So it's very important to hit them before they actually hit you. Now, I believe that this is the last street I was on. I don't think I have any more to go after this. I might. I'm not 100% sure as of me watching this right now. But as you can see, it gets really gory at the later stages, or at the end of the game when you're running through it. And I think that's actually pretty cool, especially when you have, you know, a chainsaw and you're cutting their head off, or if you have a flamethrower and you're lighting them on fire and there's just blood splattering everywhere. Okay, so now I'm getting to the end, I'm running up to it, and pretty much I forgot to kill stuff, so this is what happened. So it pretty much said, I'm sorry about, or whatever it was, about this, but you gotta go back and kill the beast back there. So I'm running back, and I gotta find the one main big guy that they want me to kill. And then after I kill that, I can actually run and complete the zone and be done with the game. So I don't really know what I'm looking for. I just know that there's waves of people or zombies coming after me, and I'm like, damn, I just gotta find it. I'm assuming that it's one of the guys that actually have a face mask on him, which if you haven't played the game, you probably don't know what I'm talking about, but if you do play it, you'll understand. But it's that guy right there, bam, that comes out of nowhere and just runs face first into me. So after killing him, I get the achievement for killing a set amount of those guys, and I say, fuck this, I'm on a roll. I'm just going to start flamethrowing everything and get the hell out of here. So I finish these guys up, realize, okay, I killed the last guy I need to kill, and this is where I just start booking it. And this is the best part about having a flamethrower, is right here. Like, if I would have had this at the beginning, or at least halfway through, I would have had no ammo for it at all, because it's just so fun to sit there and do this. So I eventually get an achievement for burning the shit out of all these zombies, which I probably could have just skipped, but come on, would you really skip doing this? Nah. Especially if you had as much ammo as I had. Oh, come on. I got this. Oh, look at all the crits, all the 11s and 10s popping up on the screen. There we go. There's the achievement. So then I'm like, okay, I'm good. So the lone survivor has made it to the Salvation. Under the cover of night, they left the city of the dead, never to return again. Which, I don't know why you would return to that. In Washington, D.C., Mr. President, we have a solution to our little problem in New Hexington. The team's ready and all we need is your signature. Yes, Sir Mar, President, we promise them all presidential pardon. They can be there within the hour. And congratulations, you've reached the Salvation. So, anyways, guys, that was just my quick look, kind of quick, I guess, 11-minute look at Dead Pixel from start to finish. And I hope you guys actually do enjoy. Like, subscribe. This game is $2.99 on Steam, and I will see you guys later. Bye.